what Steve has done has been to provide counsel from his years of playing football and being around the game and being with Coach's Corner. He's been able to provide prayer when he realizes how tough my job is, what the expectations of parents and administrators and leading young men at a very tumultuous time in their life. We have 70 young men in our program, and if you do your job right, it's a 365 day a year job, and it can be 24 hours a day. When one of my players has a crisis in his family, oftentimes I'm the first one they call, and that's, I wouldn't have it any other way. That's the kind of relationship that I strive to build with my kids on the team. And briefly, I'll tell you that, as you well know, today's youth has it tough. They have more distractions and more things that can cause problems for them than you and I ever had growing up. Society makes them grow up quickly. They get bad influences on television and through the media a lot of times. And one of the most alarming things I've noticed in the last 18 years are the number of single-parent families that are out there. Well, my job as a high school football coach goes more farther than just winning games. Now, frankly, we have to win games, to keep our job, because that's what has become expected. It's the results-driven business. But the bottom line is, my biggest job is to get young men to reach their potential and play the game in a manner that glorifies God. Steve helps me do that. He puts on the College Recruiting Expo, where two of my players got scholarship offers totaling $72,000 this past December. He does a summer passing league that our kids really enjoy. And the biggest thing I can say is Steve's number one goal is just to help me lead young men at a very important time in their life. And I promised Steve I would be brief, and it's tough sometimes because my day job is I teach English, so it's dangerous to give an English teacher a microphone. But all I want to say is that Steve helps me do a very, very tough job better because he's there to support me, and most of all, pray for him when going gets tough, which is frequent. So on behalf of Riverwood High School, it is a privilege to speak to you today. If you have any questions about what I do or how Steve helps me, please speak to me privately, or also go to riverwoodhs.org. There's a hyperlink to my email and phone number, and I'll be glad to talk to you. But Steve, it was a privilege to come here, and thank you for all you do with Coach's Corne.